Okay, in this show, we're going to discuss how to create high value man. Since it's a little bit of a hot topic lately, the past 4 or 5 months, there are people talking about this. So I decided to give you the correct answer. Okay, so first of all, in order to be a high value wife, right, we got to define value, right? So value is your net worth, and high value is a high net worth. So if that's not reflected in your bank account, then uh, you would naturally find a man with a high net worth, high value. Since you don't have that in your bank account, or even if you do, uh, you would need to provide value that matches the man. So the first step of that is to understand uh, that you must be submissive in a relationship. Most women submit to the man that they want, and that's obvious. And so, whenever they find a man with a high net worth, they are willing to accept mild abuse. That's not cool. And what you need to do is find a man who understands the definition of love, because that's what you're going to need to receive from your medium to low value man in order to create a high value man. Let's say he has zero network or even in debt. The man that you choose to submit to, this is in order to create your high value man. You can't find a high value man that wants you. And there are many reasons why we choose our mates. I'm talking about high value men. And so the number one reason that we choose low to medium value women is due to their submissiveness and their comfortability. If they listen to our expertise on things. So I'm going to try to speak from a low value man perspective in order for you to create a high value man. See, this understanding is very well known in the mature community. So you have um, the mature community who get married at the age of 18 and stuff like this. You see what I'm saying? They were raised right and fell in love with their high school sweetheart and got married at 18, 19, 17, 20, somewhere during their college years. Because once you graduate from college, you're going to be uh, less motivated to get married. You're going to have all of your own income. And so, in the immature community, a man is only income, is only needed for income. But of course, men can be so much more helpful in many other ways. Security, physical security from threats, uh, both foreign and domestic, and so forth and so on. But let's define love, right? So, do low value man to medium value man that you must concede to partnering with in order to build an empire from scratch and raise his net worth. He must understand love. So the definition of love is very simple. Okay. This man cares about people. This man gives to people in need. Uh, this man is spiritually inclined. I would I lean to the Israelite spirituality. So that would be my recommendation for that preference of spirituality. Um, this man must understand uh, that the poor are poor by sign of the government structures and the corporate control structures that are in place engineer poverty. Understand that? Okay. This man, low to medium value man with a medium to low net worth or even in debt, must understand that dedicating your life to poverty is the is a very high priority. Maybe he doesn't have a business that is perfectly uh, designated to alleviate poverty around his circle, things like this. He knows in his mind. It's like I think back to what Jay Z said one time as a critique to Nas whenever they were battling, and Nas crushed him in that battle. He told Nas that you trying to um, be a goody two shoes before you get rich and while you're getting rich. So Jay Z's critique to Nas was that uh, you have to you have to get rich before you can help people. So that's what Jay Z is doing now. He's dedicating his life to helping people. So in the low value net worth state of being, this man would have to understand that that is very important. That's probably number one in this list of understanding love, right? So he understands the love of the community and the poor in particular. Uh, Now, this low to medium value man has to have what's the best word for it? A strong moral sense of morality, strong uh, behavior, like professional behavior and respectful behavior. Uh, you see, I've had fake friends or frenemies throughout my life, right? That would I would notice. I've always noticed how gang stalkers perform, right? they treat you very, very nice and treat everybody else like crap. So then you become isolated, thinking that you have a friend, and you know, based on how that person is treating you, and they treat everybody else like crap. So that way, they never come around. They never see how you are doing in particular. They just uh, because that person treats everybody like crap, everybody just flocks away from you because you are associated with that person. So this low to medium value man must understand behavior. They can't when they treat everybody around you like crap. They are trying to isolate you into their scenario, and so that everybody in your circle and their circle leaves the both of you alone so that he can exploit you sooner or later. See, that's exactly how it works, and I hope you understand that. When you find a man that has poor behavior or even treats you extremely well, treats everybody around you like crap, everybody around himself like crap, everybody around you like crap, then you two are associated together and nobody wants to be around the both of you. So that way he has a no eyes on him as he uh, even mildly or even severely and extremely abuses you. Nobody's going to come to your aid. So that's a part of love is understanding that this man must understand that he has to treat everyone very well. And you have to be able to recognize that. And when they don't do that, this is not the person that you're looking for. You understand? Okay. So this gentleman, low to medium value net worth, or even in debt gentleman that you are seeking, right? He does not get angry very easily. People come around and try to offend. That's just everybody's goal in life is to offend everybody. So when people try to offend him, he's not easily provoked. And when people do try to offend him, he's not thinking any ill will on the offender. I was a little so this low to medium value man that you're looking for uh doesn't find it fun to be uh you know uh, like a bad actor. Like he doesn't find it fun to do uh, silly things all the time that 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 hinder people. See what I'm saying? But there are people out there like that, and you want to avoid them. Okay. So now this man loves to learn, and he vets all information to be sure that his information that he retains in his paradigm is so there is an objective truth where it's not subjective. So subjective means I have one truth and you have a different truth, and both of these things are true, which is impossible. So uh, all truth is objective. If I ask you what 2 plus 2 is, you would actually say 4. And then You ask me what 2 plus 2 is, and I would say 80,000. So that is how you understand the definition of subjective truth. I say my 80,000 answer is true. This is my truth. I am speaking my truth. You say, you scratch your head and, oh, that's 4. 2 plus 2 was 4. So you're doubting yourself now. Now you're doubting your intelligence. You don't want that to happen. So when you find yourself doubting your intelligence, then you know that you would probably need more information to secure in your paradigm all as many things as you can that are true. And then so when you're in a conversation with somebody and they tell you, "Oh man, this is how I see it. This is my truth. I'm speaking my truth." Please, uh, all truth and reality is objective, meaning it's true for every single person everywhere. Okay, so now this low to medium value man or in debt man that you are creating and molding into a high value man. Uh, and once again, I'm going to reiterate this part. This is very well known in the mature community. I just figured I would offer it to you. You see, uh, let me give you an example. Kendrick Lamar, right? He wasn't always rich. You know that, don't you? Ice Cube was not always rich. Are you aware of that? Uh, I'm using Cali rappers, and I'm gonna stick with those two because it appears in LA there's a higher level of maturity than other places, country towns like where I grew up, Fayetteville, North Carolina, and other places. So Kendrick Lamar is still with the same woman. Before he was rich, he was with that woman, and because she was there all the time, supporting his quote unquote dream, as you guys like to call it, as if it dreams are not real, dreams do not become a reality because in a sleeping dream that makes sense. But when you dream in real life awake, then this vision of your own future can be uh, constructed. It can be built. You got to know that. Okay, hold on a second. Let me right quick here. Let me offer this invitation to this crazy guy on on this show right quick. Claimed the boogeyman imbecile, so he can share with us. This is a high value man that's trolling me, and he's gonna get on here and help me how to create a high value man. He's already a high value man, so and he's already taken. So you guys, I mean, you ladies don't even think about it. So now, um, okay. So now, as okay, back to Kendrick. Kendrick, right? He's with the same woman from before he was rich. So in essence, she created him. So he probably wouldn't give her as much um, what do you call that? As much credence as I'm giving her, but because he's a talented rapper, so that takes a level of commitment and a level of study uh, in order to get to the mastery level that he's at. Ice Cube, the same way. Uh, Yo Yo, of course, is his wife. Still married. I'm pretty sure they are. Same with you guys have probably heard of Dr. Dre uh, recently getting a divorce, but I'm not going to talk about him because his wife is white. So now, in the first two relationships, you got a low value man that was probably in debt, Kendrick Lamar, who linked up with a lady who nurtured and loved him conditionally with the condition that he loved her back. And, in the mature world, we got rules about these type of things, but I'm not going to go real heavy and deep into rules of how to love each other. But the to medium value man that you're that you must submit to and settle for, that you are going to create into a high value man, you're going to need to understand that that man needs certain principles already in order to settle for quote unquote less. Because a high value man ain't looking for you at all. That's what you don't understand. A high value man like myself wants a submissive woman, and that's priority, top dog number one. And then she has to have some form of intelligence, whether it be housekeeping intelligence. You know what I'm saying? What do you call them people? Uh, Housewife intelligence, where they do everything for the home. They have a high level of intelligence on how to raise a successful child, or they have a high level of communication intelligence, or any type of thing to make you a better person. Anything to make a man a better person. Okay, so that's not you. So uh, you're going to have to understand these things. So now, in the example of Cube, Ice Cube, same thing. He was not rich, not at all. When he Before he started rapping, he was not rich, and his girlfriend, Yo Yo, or wife, or baby mama, I don't know the particulars of that, stuck with him. And see, that's how men, that's how mature men reach their full potential. Is a woman in their corner sticking with them through thick and thin. You see, so that's what you need to be, is a woman that sticks with your man thick and thin, that comes with an understanding of being submissive. Look up submissive, study submissive, and add that to your personality. Okay. So now we got here this brother, low value, medium value, in debt man. He has a high level of belief, right? So he's if you say, "Oh, I want to become the Secretary General of the United Nations one day," then that is a future event. So we don't know what can happen in the future, and just about anything can happen in the future, as long as we work towards it. So all the people that get killed and stuff like this, they work very hard to die. But the people who gain a high level of success in the future, they work very hard to gain that high level of success. So I call it working smart. A lot of people, they work hard. So this man is going to need to understand that. So when you say you want to do something, he's going to have to say, "Oh, let's work on that. Let's build a strategy to and the steps that is necessary for you to achieve that goal." He has to have that mentality. When you hear somebody say that, then you are allowed to settle for this man. That's all I mean. But he's going to need a lot of these traits from the definition of love. He's going to need a lot of these traits. Then you can settle for quote unquote less. So he's a visionary himself. So when you say something, he believes you and figures out a plan to achieve your goal, but he also uh, envisions things for himself. So he's not there like as a housewife, to keep the house foundation secure and safe and peaceful and loving. He's also building something for his future, just in the cases that I mentioned a second ago. Ice Cube and Kendrick. They are now, I'm talking about super top famous people. See what I'm saying? So now he also has to have a high level of endurance. Like I'm not talking about in the bed, women. Keep yourself together right now. I'm talking about like patience. Like when he's offended, he's not soft like other men and women who fly off the handle, lose their composure, and destroy everything in the house, throwing dishes and things. This so or somebody offends you, and you just instantly pull out a gun and shoot him in the forehead. Uh, this man doesn't think like that. He doesn't have that type of wicked mentality, and he has thick skin and uh, you know strong mental in the area of emotional strength. You see what I'm saying? Where he's not easily triggered. Okay, so um, what else? Uh, Low to medium value man or even in debt man that you need to settle for right now because you're not getting a high value man. I promise you, we only deal with submissive women. So for us, right, we don't care whether the woman is intelligent. We don't care whether the woman has money. She can be broke. We don't care this, that, and the other. As long as she is submissive and coachable and pays attention and follows instructions to our expertise in getting the money, that's all we care about. So you not that lady. Okay, so let me tell you more about love that this man is low value to medium value to in debt man needs to know in order for you to settle for him. Um, and that okay, so right. Okay, so this man, oh man, it's time for class. That really sucks. I was getting ready to go in on this lesson. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut this short and go to school right now. So I apologize for that. And I will talk to you guys later.